a typical LLM, as Anna mentioned, is trained on tens of trillions of words. Typically,
It's only a few 100,000 words. You're just saying sentences.
it's
Combinations.
so it's 30 trillion. 30 trillion words is a typical size for the training set, pre-training of an LLM. A word is represented actually as sequences of tokens, doesn't really matter. And a token is about 3 bytes. So the total is about 10 to the 14 bytes, right? One with 14 zeros of training data to train those LLMs. And that corresponds to basically all the text that is publicly available on the internet, plus some other stuff. And it would take any of us something like half a million years for any of us to read through that material, right? So it's an enormous amount of textual data. Now compare this with what a child perceives during the first few years of life. Psychologists tell us that a 4-year-old has been awake a total of 16,000 hours. And there's about 1 byte per second going through the optic nerve, every single fiber of the optic nerve. We have 2 million of them. So it's about 2 megabytes per second getting to the visual cortex. During 16,000 hours, dude. Arithmetics, it's about 10 to the 14 bytes. A 4-year-old has seen as much visual data as the biggest LLM trained on the entire text ever produced. And so what that tells you is that there's way more information in the real world, but it's also much more complicated. It's noisy, it's high dimensional, it's continuous, and basically the methods that are employed to train LLMs do not work in the real world. That explains why we have LLMs that can pass the bar exam or solve equations or compute integrals like college students and solve math problems. But we still don't have a domestic robot that can, do the chores in the house. We don't even have level 5 self-driving cars. I mean, we have them, but we cheat. So, we certainly don't have self-driving cars that can learn to drive in 20 hours of practice like any teenager, right? So obviously we're missing something very big to get machines to the level of human or even animal intelligence, right? Let's not talk about language. Let's talk about how a cat is intelligent or a dog. We're not even at that level with AI systems.